Hey, what's up?
Hey, yo, DCP, Corner Pocket, man. You see we with the boy Jack Shep.
Jack Shep in the
I didn't know he was here.
Oh, that sounds like some little Tarzan in the jungle beat, bro.
Yeah, it is, really.
Where's Jane? Tarzan? Where's Jane? Oogla boogla?
I apologize.
Where's Jane?
Why?
Tarzan?
Why you gotta be
Where's Jane?
First of all, let's keep in mind that Tarzan would not have lasted in African jungle anyway. Him or Jane.
True that.
So,
True that.
Hey, when I come through, I gotta change it for you. I am Tarzan. I'm gorilla like rah rah rah.
Oh, we rapping
It's your
now?
boy D Nice. Y'all was talking too much, so I had to get it right, man. Don't talk
jump
about something. I know you want to kill me, so please don't hit me too hard, cause I might cry hard. Let me go home. I don't know.
I'm gonna break you off with new flavors in your ear. I was born in 24, 74 was the year. I'm the smoothest little brother who never sold, never banged. But the way I put that funk up in that trunk, still a G thing. Elemental P thing, P stands for pound. I put this stuff down with an old school sound. Now, those who didn't know, I flow so serious. I make you do the hustle back to the age of Aquarius. If your girl ain't down with it, you can leave her, relieve her. Tell her simple, but you got Saturday night fever. She's more than a woman and she's staying alive. I have a butt on the dance floor doing electric slides. Say you're Saturday, heading to the mall, purping in your cell like you just got a call. Thinking, man, he was on Def Comedy Jam, he's pretty funny. He's hunting your butt like I'm a fudding Bugs Bunny. You better duck.
Here's
I'm
Bunny
talking
Bunny.
about Daffy. Even a smooth brother got some gangsta if you ask me.
Okay.
Just like a pimple. Running out of time when my 9 gives you a new set of dimples. When the smoke clears, put my gun back in the holster. All they saw was outlaw from the wanted poster. I'm on a dead or alive. I like bread, I'm on a rise. Can't be stopped. Pop, pop, pop. Saw the bullets flying right behind me, man. I heard the sirens. Oh no, he gonna po-po. They're gonna put me in restraints. You move for that gun too slow, boy. Your body's gonna stink. Leave you laying up in the pile at the OK Corral. You stretch the wet.
Hey,
Pick
man.
up sunset. Sheriff in the town wants to put a rope around my throat. Call Angela Lansbury. Murder was the case. That's all she wrote. You know, I'm from Green Hill. That comes to the
Jack
territory.
Shepard, y'all. Hey, DCP, the Corner Pocket, man.
We are back for another episode, and we have a special guest
sir.
on today.
And when he says special, he don't mean a small bus. You don't mean that. No, not
with
at all.
tinted windows.
No.
No.
With a helmet. No.
Not the Sweet Pickles van, no Mystery Machine van. We got comedian,
Jack Shepard.
movie producer, Jack
Yes, sir.
Shepard is in the pocket, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
Hit that like button, man. YouTube algorithm. Hit the subscribe button. Tell everybody we got Jack Shepard on
Well,
there.
thank
Share
you.
this
And then
video.
like leave a comment too. Like don't be calling us and say you need to get the show, guys. Just leave it on there. Right? It's cool. We appreciate you do that.
Yeah, man. So, man, Dave, I have no clue where we are at. I'm gonna call this the JS compound. We somewhere, bro. Like I've never been in this area in the city, bro. I kind of thought we were like going to like Area 51 or something like that. I'm like, bro, I've never been back here, never heard of this road before.
Y'all dealing with an alien right now.
I mean, ET phone home right now.
Right,
But
right.
I was like,
And the crazy thing about it is, it's hidden, it's secluded.
Yeah.
But you know the craziest thing about it? These pictures on the wall.
Yeah.
Who'd you see on the wall here?
I was saying Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne, Weezy.
And who else?
Oh, was it
The Young Jock?
Yeah,
Young
Jock.
Jock.
All of them been here.
Young Gotti.
And y'all got yeah, y'all don't even know where we at.
Yeah, man.
And that's
you're not gonna
because
know
you
where
ain't
we
supposed to know.
at. You ain't gonna know.
We'll let you know maybe at the end of this.
Hey,
All
I
right.
told y'all DCP, we out here,
We
man.
out
You
here,
know
we
us, man.
everywhere,
We get
man.
some access.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Shout out to Ben Productions for making the connection. We are
Ben Production, give it up for him. Yes.
B4. Y'all see his logo on the screen, man.
Absolutely.
Check
Yes,
this out, man.
sir.
He is
And
doing
we
it
go
big.
back like babies and pacifiers.
That's hot, man.
So, Mr. Jack Shepard, man, how have you been, my man?
I've been wonderful. It seems like I've been off the scene for a little while. That COVID kind of shut everything down for a minute. You know, it really did. And comedy world got shut down just bad. Only person got it worse than us was like DJs. You know, you went to clubs, they didn't have DJs and stuff like that, right? And but deservingly so.
Yeah.
Because the DJ would play the wrong thing during that, and you'd be like, what'd he say? He's like, oh, we gonna take it back to the old school. We take it back to the old school. Let me clear my throat.
Exactly.
Don't you clear your throat in here.
Exactly.
How about we gonna clear this club? You clear your throat, bro. Why don't you play songs that ain't got nothing to do with that? How about Tony Braxton? I ain't gonna breathe again. Play that. Play something we can deal with.
Y'all not ready, man. It's getting ready to get hot in here. Get ready to get started, man. Hey, it said Tony Braxton. I can't breathe again.
Wow. But you know what though, man? Like COVID, like for the music world was crazy. But one thing I've grown to realize, man, like a lot of DJs, like they was on TikTok going crazy, man. Like the 5 o'clock break and stuff.
Yeah.
Like my dude P-Lo, man. I love me some P-Lo on TikTok, man. He got his little saxophone or whatever, he's going crazy. So
artists had to find ways to do their art. You know, I saw comics doing comic shows in front of nobody, but they still was getting likes and stuff, all like that. We had to find ways, and the fact that we did that showed us we was gonna survive either way.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'll be real with you. I was fortunate. I was blessed that I did a movie that came out in like 2019. And I hooked up a distribution deal through Urban Home Entertainment.
Okay. So
And
Urban Home.
absolutely, and it was streaming during the pandemic, so y'all couldn't go nowhere. So what y'all do? Y'all sat at home and hit it.
Yeah.
There it is. So it worked to his advantage, and I think it was messed up for certain things, but for the film industry, it was a good thing because everybody's, oh, I'm about to go to Hollywood. And now it's like, why?
Right.
Now, what was the name of that movie that you released in 2019? Just before
2019 was released. It was called A Family Affair, and not only did I star in it, playing two characters, I wrote it and executive produced it. And and I did some of the casting. I did like 85% of the location, and I did pretty much everything with it.
Yeah.
Actually, my friend Cash did the music for it, but I brought him into it, so he did most of the songs for the movie, so I guess I executive produced the soundtrack. No, I'm just kidding. But the whole thing, well, actually, no, I ain't kidding, I did. But Cash Jones did that, and he did a phenomenal job, you know that. So.
That's what's up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Family Affair, man.
So where can they find that movie?
Yeah.
You can find it on Tubi and Amazon.
Okay.
Amazon Prime.
I'm gonna watch that tonight.
Please do. Please do.
Watch that
Absolutely.
tonight.
It's good. It's the whole premise of it. So let's see how much you like the premise. That I wrote it, so I feel it's my baby. Imagine you are owner of a funeral home,
Right.
and your wife basically cheated on you with a preacher who came to preach a sermon. So you're a little devastated behind that. And then one day this woman comes in to bury her just a jerk of a husband.
Right.
So she's sitting there, she's about to pay for his burial and all that. And my character likes her, but he's a little shell-shocked after what his wife did to him, so he doesn't really talk to her. So what happens in this movie, this is where it gets good. My deceased dysfunctional family come back from the dead to help me get this girl. And we talk about now here's where it might be funny, but watch this. They all have different ideas of how to get her, but they all died at different time periods. So when you have an uncle who's a pimp from the 70s, his idea is different from your cousin who's a rapper from the 80s,
Right.
and different from your other cousin who was a lesbian from the 90s, and then your mom and dad. And by the way, they can take turns jumping in you to control you.
Oh wow, that's
Whoa.
yeah, man,
Yeah.
check that out.
So that's a great story. And the twist to it is this: when the ghost came out of the cemetery to help their last living relative, they left the gate open, and her evil, disgruntled husband got out too. And if I can't have her, nobody can. That's the twist to it. So go ahead and enjoy
Go
it.
check
Family
that out.
Affair, absolutely.
Whoa.
So let me see. So I was talking to my bro, whatever, and we was talking and stuff. And he was like, man, you know, he did opening acts and stuff for like Michelle and stuff here. And I was like, yeah, man, like, so we know the same dude, Mike Brooks. Like,
I've known Mike for a long time.
Yeah, man.
I did Michelle, and that's one.
Yeah, Curtis Blow and stuff, man. There's a few of them. So I was like, oh, okay.
You know, some of the craziest people I opened up for, when you look back at it, there was a guy who okay, I'm an Eddie Murphy fanatic. That's who my idol was. And I thought, I'm young, and I'm like, oh, well, I'm trying to be like Eddie Murphy. And I was opening for this one guy, and I didn't think nothing about it. I'm like, oh, he's an old guy. He's not all super funny. I'm better than him. As a kid, this is your mindset.
Yeah.
You're not paying attention to the fact, okay, it don't matter if you're funny or not. This guy's a legend. And then all of a sudden, your idol, Eddie Murphy, comes out and does a movie about him, talking about how he looked up to him. I'm like, wait a minute, you looked up to him?
Right.
And I did like 3 shows with Rudy Ray Moore. I didn't think I just thought he was the older guy, and I didn't.
Richard Pryor the whole time.
No, Rudy Ray
Ray
Moore.
Rudy Ray Moore. Oh,
Dolomite.
The Dolomite.
Oh, Dolomite.
I did like 3 shows with
Original
him.
Dolomite.
I did 3 shows with him.
Nice.
And I didn't think much about it because I was still young. I was a kid. I was in my 20s and stuff like that. I didn't think nothing of it. Then Eddie Murphy came out and said, yeah, I looked up to him, and I'm like, wow, you doing a show with, if Eddie's your idol, and that's your idol's idol, then, you probably should look at him with a little more respect,
Yeah.
But, he kind of shocked me one day, and I'm trying to find the nicest way to say this on the show. I was doing the show with him in Dayton, Ohio. Now, I love the fact that Eddie did the show, the movie of him, and I think that the key is Eddie can do impressions, but he did not do an impression of Dolomite in that movie. I think he didn't want to make people look at him in a harsher way, because Dolomite talk like this. And I was watching the show, and I did the show, and did my thing. He ended the show up, tonight, I would like to leave here with a fine young lady. If not, a fat butt boy will be just fine. I was like,
Oh, wow.
What?
Oh, yeah.
you could have heard a pin drop in there. It was like,
Yeah. Wow.
I was like, wow, he just came out right on the stage.
So let's get to the root of it,
Yes.
comedian Mr. Jack Shepherd.
Sure.
When did you know that this was your passion, your gifting? Like, what age did you know, like, hey, I want to go be in
Well,
tech
I believe
comedy?
I believe that God tries to show us,
Yeah.
and just because we're not ready to learn or pay attention, He gives us chances. He gives us ways. He gives us knowledge, but we don't pay attention. When I was in like 6th grade, that was like the first sign right there, but I didn't pay attention.
Class clowning?
Class clown.
I knew
But
it.
but at the same time, I was winning all in elementary school. I was winning all the awards for oratory competition. I've been winning, giving speeches and all that. And here's how bad it is. My memory is just like photographic. Watch this. Here comes the elephant swinging along with a cargo of children all singing a song. Why do I still remember that? That was the 1st grade speech I had to remember, and I still remember it. The point is, I was giving all these speeches and everything like that, and I was a class clown, always getting in trouble for being goofy and silly. And there's a girl, and her name will be nameless on this one. She came up to me and said, you're a good-looking guy. I'd actually be serious to go out with you if you wasn't so silly. First of all, we in 6th grade. Where the hell are we going? Ain't no one got a car or nothing. We can't even walk somewhere together at this point. But I was like ready to say, all right, good. I can stop being silly. I'm good with that. What happened was I had my whole idea, had my sweatsuit on. I was ready to go to school and change everything up, and I got sick for like 3 days. I wasn't in school. Then on this like 4th day, I showed back up to school, and I walked in late. And everybody in the 6th grade class stood up and started clapping. I was like, wait a minute. Okay, you know what? The heck with her. I'm sorry. That's how I felt. And I was like, okay, well. Then, of course, you got to do something stupid right out the gate and get sent to the principal's office right out the gate. Just because now you got to show off now.
Yeah.
That was sign number 1. Sign 2 was, it's always about a girl. Sign 2 was, I was now in 7th grade, and my sister took me to go to the movies. I'm sure my mom made her take me, and her and her friend were there. Now, her friend to me was gorgeous.
Yeah.
I didn't even care that she was 8 years older than me.
Right.
Yeah. So you 11 and she like 19, about to go on 20, but you didn't care. You said like trying to talk to her to the movie. Hey. And I wanted to censor what she said, but this is what she pretty much said. She looked at me like, okay, Jack, you're cute. But you're going to have to shut the beep, beep up. Because this is Eddie Murphy and this is my future husband. Right
Oh,
here.
man.
And everything when I saw it, I was
You didn't
like,
have a chance.
no, wait. I stand on stage and give speeches. I'm a class clown. I'm a stand-up comedian. I'm the same thing Eddie Murphy is. This is what I came up with in 7th grade.
Okay.
And by 8th grade, convinced my mom to buy me a leather outfit so I can get in the 8th grade talent show and do stand-up for the first time. No. There's videos of this.
Videos?
There's videos of it. If you're watching this, you might be able to see the video. I'll look you up with
You
the
probably had
video.
that members only jacket, bro.
And it was members only jacket. I mean, come on, it's 89. Of course it was a members only jacket. What else were we gonna wear? All black.
Y'all know about the members only
Yes. And that's where it started. 8th grade talent show. 13 years old, leather outfit on, doing my best. Ended up winning most talented. That's how I started. Then it kept going from there. I was sneaking into the Funny Bones because you got to be 21, but I was like 16, sneaking in, doing stand up, and I ended up winning one of their contests. They let me host and open up for somebody. I'm all Eddie Murphy's this, Eddie Murphy's this, Eddie Murphy's great. So they let me host, and they
at
bought
16.
at 16, but they didn't know how old I was. They just let me go on, and so I went on and I introduced like, come to the stage, put your hand together for Jeff Foxworth.
Jeff Foxworth.
He come on stage. Obviously,
20
you made it when the host don't even know how to say your name.
Yeah.
That's exactly what he said. And I got fired. That
Oh, dang.
kicked me right off of the show there.
Dang.
But
Wow.
I was in summer school that year. This is what we had talked about earlier.
Yeah,
I was in
yeah.
summer school and I saw this commercial for this new TV show that was coming out called BET's Comic View. And this is the thing: when you're young, you had no problem doing it because you were young. When they say you speak stuff into existence, well, when you're young, you do that. It's not until you get older and bills hit you, you forgot about that. You take your posters off the wall, the celebrities you look up to. You grow up and be grown, and then you do that, you have grown people problems.
Right.
So back then, I was like, oh, yeah, whatever. I was walking around summer school. I'm going to be on this show called Comic View. I'm in this new show called Comic View. I had no idea how to get on Comic View. No way. But I was telling people I was going to be on it. Well, by the time school started back, I was on Comic View. They came on a PA system and said, our own Jack Shepard is going to be on BET's Comic View. I was like, wow, so cool. And then I found out with a haters where it all started. Because I got hated immediately the next day. But I never knew that was going to happen. But no, I was on Comic View. It aired when I was 17, but I shot it when I was 16.
Wow, 16, man.
Yeah.
First time hosting.
So, speaking
And
of...
D.L. Hughley brought me on stage. He was like,
Nice.
Yeah.
Shout out to D.L. Hughley, man.
Hey, we be trying to holler at y'all too, DL. Like, get us
DL.
on this show. But, it's funny you was talking about, like, you realized at a young age that you was a comic, And like obviously, like right now, he just laughed at me because he thinking. See, my thing is this: like
Bill
when you was
laughed too, bro.
like when you first thought about this, was anybody taking you not serious at all, man? Like you be dead serious, but everybody started laughing at you. I'm dead serious, and then they laugh. You like, no, okay, well, cool. I'm just going.
I think Ben actually knows this story. He might not know it. I had a young lady who actually said this to me,
Yeah.
and it was when we were in school. It was right. It's funny you said it. You almost said it right on cue, because literally after that aired, like I said, people were hating on you. Oh yeah, you was only on Comic View. You was only on there for like 3 minutes, and I'm like, but I was across the whole country. Where were you at?
That's what I'm saying.
Lunchroom? You weren't nowhere, but I got it right. This same person was like, it ain't like you gonna be on Def Jam, and it ain't like you gonna be on this and that, and you ain't gonna be doing movies, this, and this. I say all that to say this. That same young lady, many years later, I walked into a club and she was in there, and I'll never forget this. She walked up to me like this. She's like, everything I said you weren't gonna do, you did it. I'm proud of you. And I was like, wow.
That's
Boy,
what's
you
up,
just
man.
gave me all kinds of... I was walking through the club. Hey, how you doing, girl? Yeah.
Shout for this-
I was hollering at everybody.
That's tight, man.
I had a girl walk in, had a dude with her.
All right.
And I walked up to her and was like, hey, how you doing? I said, hi, I'm Jack. She said, I know who you are. I mean, I know who you are. I don't know who you are, but I know of you.
Right.
I was like, oh, well, this, that. And all of a sudden, the dude walk up. Like, yo, you talking about girl? I'm like, okay, first of all, no. But I said, hey, before I even said it, my mind was, okay, my friend from Detroit owns this club. The security here are all my friends. The police outside are my friends. I don't know what you plan on doing, bro, but you're gonna get folded into a pretzel before we get to the end of this. Then he came out like this. He's like, I was just playing. She's just my friend. I'm like, dude, you just,
Right, he was
no. Your butt almost got handed to you, and you didn't even know it was coming. But
Just them paws.
yeah,
You know what though, and I'm glad that you have made that like fair and clear.
Mhm.
But I just had to stop real quick and give a shout out to
Nichols Donut Affair. Yeah, I know you lost, man, but
I'm lost.
you about to get lost some more, man. Let me tell you why, man.
I'm as confused.
I'm
I'm about to be lost some more, man. Let me tell you why.
I'm as
man.
confused. I'm as confused as the DVD bin at Walmart. I'm just
Well, listen here.
don't know what's going on right now.
Well, look, you about to get lost some more, man. Let me tell you why, man.
Are you gonna show your shirt and you gonna open your shirt and bang? You gonna do bang? You
Oh,
gonna
it
do
sound
any
like
kind
that,
of?
but like, listen, man, like, it's cold in here, man.
You gonna show?
But now listen, man.
Don't show
like,
your chest here. We
I'm
don't.
not gonna do that, man. Listen, man. It's like, see, I was thinking about this, cause I was like, you know, you say you got your movie and everything, and like this would be a great way to promote it. You know what I'm saying? But, I mean, not what I'm about to do.
Bruh, if you got a picture of me on your chest,
No,
interview over.
no. I'm saying it's not that, man. But I'm saying like, all right, man. But I'm saying, man.
He got my eyes. He got his nipples in my eyes. I'm like, what is that?
It's not that, man. But you should just pop out. People like, man, what you gotta do? I got a movie coming out. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, like, just for example, I'm gonna say I got a movie, little kids, movies, and dogs. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I just like a dog, like, right, you know what I'm saying? So, I was like, hey, y'all, I got a movie coming out. It's called Give a Limit! Give a Limit! Hey, BCB and Jack Shepard is lost, but give a limit!
Boy,
Ready. You were ready.
that was. And the saddest thing is, he like really went to like Walmart and stole a bag of Timberland bits.
See the old authority door.
And this is where he put his thumb through it, so he it's like he puts it on as a mask. Like,
He was
this is an old ass bag.
It ain't so bad, man.
This dog is probably literally dead right now. You know, he got a whole
Hey, man. Hey, he was lost.
Hey,
I was laughing earlier. I was like, I gotta
so, that'd be an awesome way to promote. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You need to be a hype man for the movie. I will do it. I will get a shirt made.
If you make no.
He said Jack Shepard.
That's great.
Well, man, this is part 1, man, with Jack Shepard, man. We about to go into part 2. Please smash that like button, subscribe button. We had to leave out with that banger,
Smash
man.
it with the Timberland bits.
Hey, man, his face was priceless. Comment on his face was priceless. Comment on that, man. Hey, dude, take it out.
Hashtag confused.
He was like, what the
Hey,
heck?
what made it so bad? Like everybody else knew, but you was like, what the heck are you about to do, man?
He said, you got a shirt with me and your nipples and all that. He was totally confused, bro.
Hey, man, you can find us on IG, corner underscore, underscore corner underscore pocket. Man, we on Facebook, TikTok, fit the corner pocket. Hey, Jack, where can they find you at, man?
Jack Shepard 74. Shepard spelled SHEPHERD 74.
All
it.
right. Hey,
Facebook and Instagram. And Black Planet and MySpace.
Hey, yo, Hey, he on LAO.com too. Go.
Right.
Net zero.
Hey, we back part 2, y'all.
Hey.